Dear Diary, August 10th, 2017. Back on here looking cray-cray as usual. Um, I just had to talk about something that's like recently come up. So, I've always been a supporter of legalizing marijuana. I'm not a huge marijuana smoker myself. In fact, I don't really like the smoking. No hate, I just don't like that burning smell. But I do vape. And honestly, I'd rather people smoke weed over drinking, taking painkillers and synthetic, big farm manufactured drugs. I'm all for it. And actually, my mom's for it too. My family is. We're big supporters of it. But recently, I've gotten involved with the 420 community here on YouTube. And just like random things have been popping up. So I've had videos where, I will swear on the Bible that when they were uploaded after like, I don't know, a few days, I had over 100 views. And then the next week I would check back and my views dropped down to like 40. And I'm just like, how do you lose 60 views? Like, you either watch the video or you don't. But I thought, oh, maybe it's just me. Maybe I was like mixing up my numbers and I was looking at a different video and, I laughed it off. But just talking to some people in the 420 community, similar things have been happening to them. And, I'm not giving up on YouTube. There's been many times where like YouTube, honestly, I felt like I'm already down. You know what I mean? I don't have that many subscribers. I'm not a big YouTuber, but yet they'll just hit me with, your video is not advertiser friendly. And I censor myself, I think, probably more than I should, to be in line with YouTube's guidelines and to, try to not offend anybody. But still, like, when I make videos, they're about me. That's what Dear Diary is. It's about me. It's about my life. Subjects come up and they're serious subjects, but they're not necessarily, controversial or offensive. It's just real life. It's real life drama that, the reason why I make videos about it is because I know for a fact it doesn't just happen to me. I know it happens to a lot of people. And I thought, maybe if I talk about it in an open platform that people can relate, or, somebody will reach out to me and we can start a conversation and help each other out, make each other feel better. But then you get hit with an email saying, oh, this is not in line with YouTube guidelines and your video is restricted. And it's just like, well, then how are people supposed to conversate? If there's issues, how are people supposed to figure them out? And I honestly think with the new YouTube guidelines and things, and I'm not hating on YouTube. I understand a lot of people make money off of it and it is a business, and so they have to do what they got to do. But I feel like there's an attack on subculture communities, like the 420 community, or the furry community, or like the I don't know what you call it, the ageism community, like people who like to age play, or any kind of just whatever community is different from the norm. And these people aren't hurting anybody. They're not like cursing a ton in their videos. Their videos aren't offensive, but because they're not cookie cutter, they're not beauty vloggers, they're abnormal, that YouTube's gonna hit them, and they're gonna hit them hard. And I'm not gonna lie, okay? Yes, I started my channel because I wanted to express my creative side, but I would love to have like 1 million subscribers. I would love to be successful on YouTube and quit my job and, you know, live the dream. But at the expense of what? Like, I'm gonna turn myself into something I'm not? Because I don't see me doing that either. No matter how much I would love to be YouTube successful, I'm not gonna do that. I would hate myself. Like, I'm already doing it now. Because, I mean, here's the thing. I don't hate on YouTube. Like, I understand. And that's why I do try to censor myself a little bit. Because I want to appeal to a broader audience. I want more people to be able to see my content. But I don't want to, like, stop being who I am just to make YouTube. And there's been many days where I thought about, I was just like, I could shut down my channel and it wouldn't even matter. Like, I would still have my job, I would still have my friends, I'd still be doing, you know, the same old thing. It, like, would not be like a detrimental thing to my life if I shut down my YouTube. But I don't want to, because I get so excited when I make a video and it's uploading and I'm waiting for the upload, and then when it goes up, I get so excited waiting for somebody to comment, and somebody comments, and I'm like so excited about that, especially when the comments come from people from other countries. I mean, that makes me so happy. It's so amazing to have the opportunity to talk to somebody from Malaysia or Europe that, like, we would never ever have talked otherwise. And I don't know, I just think that part's amazing. And I think because, you know, Google and YouTube has become so corporate, that's what YouTube used to be about, is just connecting from different people through your content all over the world. But I think because of corporate and things like that, we're losing that social media friendship that used to come from YouTube. I think that's starting to die because everybody wants a piece of that money. Everybody, you know, people have seen the money and, you know, what you can get from YouTube, and it's no longer just like an internet thing. It's mainstream. And I'm not going to quit. I'm not quitting. I'm still going to be here cracking out videos when I can, because, you know, I do still have a full-time job and I have responsibilities. But, you know, I'm still going to be here. I don't know if, you know, if I could say anything to YouTube, it's just that maybe perhaps don't worry so much about the advertisers, because, I mean, they came for the crazy content in the first place. What YouTube was is what drew advertisers to the site in the first place. And yeah, because a few advertisers decided to boycott because of some bullshit, doesn't mean that everybody has to suffer. I mean, make the content and the people will come. And the advertisers will come. You know, yes, everybody wants a safe space. I get it. But then again, it's like, why are we pandering to the special little snowflakes who don't have thick skin and can't take a effing joke? If people are worried about kids or people, you know, seeing certain content, maybe don't put the pressure on us, the content creators. Put the pressure on the parents for letting their kids watch some bullshit that they shouldn't be watching. You know, maybe parents, put your kids' tabs or tablets and phones on YouTube Kids only, because there's raunchy shit out there, and there's like big YouTubers who have raunchy content, but they make lots of money, so, you know, they don't get hit as hard. And I'm just like, so I'm not naming names, but certain YouTubers can talk about getting effed with inanimate objects and being vulgar, but then when I try to make a real video about how I felt I was becoming addicted to prescription sleeping pills, I got in trouble. Although I tried to put a positive spin on the video and I was trying to be honest and helpful, Maybe because I was speaking out against Big Pharma. Big Pharma didn't like that because, you know, big money. But it pissed me off. I got pissed off. Anyway, I've been ranting for 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I made a point. Hopefully any of you guys who make subculture videos that aren't beauty vlogger or story time or in line with YouTube policies, you know, hit me up, hear me out. And you know what? Sub each other. I used to kind of be against like sub for sub. I thought it was just like attention seeking. But now I think it's important. If we don't want to lose the subcultures on YouTube, sub each other up. Sub, show love, show that these channels matter, that we matter, and that we want to see each other's content, and we care. We care about each other, and we care about our community. So sub each other up. Sub. And I'm not asking to sub me. You know what I'm saying? If you want to, go ahead. But I'm just saying, like, if there's an interest that you're really into, but it's not considered the norm, any video, any channel you find that is making content about it, sub them up. Subscribe. I think that's the only way that any of us will survive. Anyway.